I'm Arzu Singh. I'm in 7th grade, and I'm going to be reading a monologue from The Burn by Philip Dawkins. No, I totally get it, okay? Because, in the olden times, like with pilgrims and Pocahontas and all of that, like in the time of the Crucible, okay, so everyone was all about being purified witches, right? So, like, if something bad happened to you, like your kid got measles or your pumpkin crop died or whatever, everyone would be like, ooh, it's witches. So if you just didn't like someone, you could accuse them of being a witch. And it was like, boom, witch, busted. And since everyone in America at the time was basically a religious fascist, the way they tested to see if you're a witch or not was to full on set you on fire. I'm not kidding. To see if you burned. Supposedly, if you did burn, it meant that you're a witch. And I guess they were like, great, she's a witch. Now what? But if you did burn, and this is where it gets all kinds of crazy. If you did burn, they were like, well, guess you were just a regular human after all. Sorry, not sorry. And it's like, of course they all burned. Because, spoiler alert, there's no such thing as witches, a-holes. So congratulations or whatever. You discovered who she really was. But you also killed her. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alicia Villegas. I am in 7th grade, and today I will be performing a monologue that I wrote myself called The Mom Friend. Enjoy! There you are. I have ran up like 5 flights of stairs looking for you. And then I saw you hanging out with the cool kids, and I was like, oh no. She definitely doesn't want to be my friend anymore. Anyway, according to my plans... What? Hold on. What? You're telling me your weekend plans were to sneak out? No. Absolutely not. As long as we are friends, you are never, I mean ever, sneaking out. Anyway, you have a final. Huh? You have a headache? Oh, I've got all the pills. These ones are original. These ones were on sale. Can't pass a good deal. And these ones have been in my purse for 2 years. Anyway, you have a final on Monday, and all we are doing this weekend is studying. That's it. Nothing else. Kids these days, sneaking out. Thank you so much for watching.
Hi, my name is Hope Lee, and I'll be performing a monologue from Anne of Green Gables. Ever so many! Marilla's been cooking and baking endlessly. We have enough pies and cakes and preserves to last us for years. It isn't good manners to tell your guests what you're serving, so I won't tell you what she said we could have a drink. I must admit, I've never tasted it, but you can have as much as you like. I have to stir the fire. There are so many responsibilities on a person's mind when housekeeping. She's trying to teach me how to cook, but I assure you, Diana, I am a dismal failure. There's no scope for the imagination in cooking. You simply have to go by the rules. Last time I made a cake, I forgot to put the flour in it. I was thinking about the lovely joy about us, Diana. I imagined that you were desperately ill with smallpox, and when everyone deserted you, I went to your bedside and nursed you back to life. Then, I took smallpox and died. And you planted a rose bush by my grave and watered it with your tears. You never forgot the friend of your youth who sacrificed her life for yours. It was such a pathetic story, and I was crying so that I forgot to put the flour in the cake. The cake was a dismal failure. The flour is so essential to baking. It bubbled all over the inside of the stove. It was a mess. Perla was furious. I don't wonder. It was such a trial to her. Thank you very much.
Hello, I am John Cooleye. I am in 7th grade, and this is the opening monologue of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. They bought it! Incredible. One of the worst performances of my career. They never doubted it for a second. How could I possibly be expected to handle school on a day like this? This is my 9th sick day this semester. It's getting pretty tough coming up with new illnesses. If I go for a 10, I'm probably going to have to barf up a lung, so I better make this one count. The key to faking it to parents is the clammy hands. It's a good non-specific symptom. I'm a big believer in it. Now, a lot of people will tell you that a good phony fever is deadlock. But, you got a nervous mother, you could wind up in a doctor's office. That's worse than school. You fake a stomach cramp, and when you're bent over, moaning and wailing, you lick your palms. It's a little childish and stupid, but then so is high school. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. I do have a test today. That wasn't BS. It's on European socialism. I mean, really, what's the point? I'm not European. I don't plan on being European. So who gives a crap if they're socialists? They could be fascist anarchists, and it still wouldn't change the fact that I don't own a car. It's not that I condone fascism, or any ism for that matter. Isms, in my opinion, are not good. A person should not believe in an ism, he should believe in himself. I quote John Lennon, "I don't believe in Beatles, I just believe in me." A good point there. After all, he was the walrus. I could be walrus. I'd still have to bum rides off people. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Kaylee Gonzaga, and my monologue is from Gilmore Girls. Hey, wake up. Wake up! Come on, you're missing it. Smell the air. Smell it. Come on, get up. Jeez, you're so obsessed with the cold. Come on, keep moving. Take a deep breath in. Oh yeah, I smell snow. It's coming. I always know, and I'm never wrong. It's the best time of the year. The whole world changes colors. Flakes, flurries, swirls, crystals. Whatever form it comes in, I'll take it. Me and snow, we have a beautiful history. Sleigh rides, ice skating, snowball fights. I'll even take curling. God, I love curling. Hot cocoa, hot coffee. It's the best time of the year. Hey, wake up! Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Delaney Laughlin. I'm in the 8th grade, and I'll be doing a monologue called Fault by Fault in Our Stars. Like all real love stories, ours die on with us. As they should. I'd hope that he'd be eulogizing me because there's no one I'd rather have. See, I can't talk about our love story, so instead I'll talk about math. I am not a mathematician, but I know that there are an infinite amount of numbers between 0 and 1 and 0 and a million. Some infinities are greater than other infinities. But Gus, my love, I am forever grateful for our little infinity. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Malia Chuzik, and I'll be doing a monologue from Amulets Against the Dragon Forces. I had Miss Berger for English at New Corp. She was the only one who didn't think I was a misfit, and she was the only high school English teacher I'd ever heard of who had a doctorate in Shakespearean studies. She was so brilliant. I was the only one in the class who wasn't bored and didn't throw good and plenty candies at her. She told me things about myself I'll never forget. The kind of things that changed my life. Till she finally had a severe nervous breakdown and they took her away. Why did she break down? I'll tell you. I was there. I saw it. She was reading a beautiful speech one day from Macbeth, and the good and plenties were bouncing off her head. Boing, boing. Until she couldn't stand it any longer. So she opened a classroom window and leaped up on the ledge, 3 stories high above a cement handball court. And she told the class, "If you don't stop it, I'm going to jump." That's when I learned how much everyone likes action and suspense, because everyone just yelled, "Jump!" So she did. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kaya Sparnicht, and my monologue is from The Effect of Gamma Rays on Man in the Moon Marigolds. He told me to look at my hand, for a part of it had come from a star that exploded too long ago to imagine. He said this part of me was formed from a tongue of fire that screamed through the heavens until there was our sun. And then this part of me was on the sun when it itself exploded and whirled in a great storm until our planets came to be. And then it was but a whisper of the earth. When there was life, perhaps this part of me was in a beautiful fern that was crushed and covered until it was coal, and then it was a diamond millions of years later. Oh, it must have been a diamond as brilliant as the star from which it had first come. Or perhaps this part of me was lost in a terrible beast, or a huge bird that flew above the primeval swamps. And he said this part of me is so small, it can't be seen. But it was there from the beginning of the world. And he called it an atom. And he wrote the word, and I fell in love with it. Atom. Atom. What a beautiful word. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Jack Stone, and this is my monologue from Code Pink. You know, there are only 2 male volunteers at the hospital I work at. I mean, this guy named Jerry. For being honest, Jerry sucks. He's like 35 and volunteering at a hospital. For no pay. But I need the hours for school, and finding positions is really tough. So, it's what I do. Organize juice boxes with Jerry. Juice boxes with Jerry. It sounds like a romantic comedy. I'm sorry to lay this all on you. You know, there is one good part about my job. When the mothers from the maternity ward are discharged, the hospital has a policy that no mother walks out of the hospital. They have to be escorted out in a wheelchair. We get to do that. It's such a intense, personal, weird experience, walking new families down the hall to their car. Just to be with them on this new, important first step for them, this new chapter. The hard part is that we still have to do that job even if they lose the baby. Those walks are tough. Awkward. Not juice boxes with Jerry awkward. But hey, I guess that's how life works, right? There's no manual, just steps and chapters. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ava Vanderveen, and my monologue is from Fault in Our Stars. Augustus Waters was the great star-crossed love of my life. Ours was an epic love story. But like all real love stories, ours will die with us. As it should. I'd hoped he'd be the one eulogizing me. Because there was no one I would rather have. I can't talk about our love story. So instead, I'll talk about math. I'm not a mathematician, but I know this. There are infinite numbers between 0 and 1. And there are infinite numbers between 0 and 1,000,000. Some infinities are greater than other infinities. I want more numbers than I am likely to get. And sure, I want more numbers for Augustus Waters than he got. But Gus, my love, I am so grateful for our little infinity. You gave me a forever within our numbered days. For that, I am eternally grateful. I love you. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Ashlyn Davies, and my monologue is from Brighton Beach Memoirs. I can't believe it. You mean it's all right for you to leave us, but it wasn't all right for me to leave you? It was my future. Why couldn't I have something to say about it? I need to be independent. So I have to give up the one chance I may never get again. Is that it? I'm the one who has to pay for what you couldn't do with your own life! Judge you? I'm not judging you. I don't even exist to you. I can't even talk to you. I have tried so hard to get close to you, but there was never any room. Whatever you had to give went to Daddy. And when he died, whatever was left, you gave to Lori. I have been jealous my whole life of Lori because she was lucky enough to be born sick. I could never turn on a light in my room or read a book in bed because Lori always needed her precious sleep. And I could never have friends over on weekends because Lori was always resting. I used to pray that I would get some terrible disease or get hit by a car and have a leg all twisted and crippled. And then once, maybe just once, I'd get to crawl into bed with you on a cold, rainy night. And I'd get to talk to you and hold you till I fell asleep in your arms. Just once. I didn't ask you to hate yourself. I just asked you to love me. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Ryan Troy. I'm in 9th grade, and today I'll be doing a monologue from Their Crimes and Crimes. Appearances are very much against him? But I have seen guiltless people reach the scaffold before their innocence was discovered. No, let me tell you what there is against him. The little girl, Marin, being left alone by her mother, was secretly visited by her father, who seems to have made sure of the exact time and place in which the little girl was to be left alone. 15 minutes after his visit, the mother comes back to the household only to find the child dead. All of this makes the position of the accused very unpleasant. And let's not forget about the post-mortem examination, which has brought out no signs of any violence or of any poisons. But physicians do note the existence of brand new poisons that leave no traces behind them. But you might be thinking, well, this seems like the sort of mere coincidence I frequently come across. Well, that might be true, but, This looks a lot worse. Thank you.
My name is Diego Turan, and my monologue is from The Pillow Man. I mean, I agree. You read all these things, all these stories, supposedly. The government is all this. The police are all this. You know, the government should be doing this. Please, piss off. You know what I say? I say, if you've got a political axe to grind, if you've got a political, what do you call it, go write an essay. Because I'm going to know where I stand. I say, keep your left wing this, keep your right wing that, and just tell me a story. You know? A great man once said, the first duty of the storyteller is to tell a story. And I believe in that. I believe in that wholeheartedly. The first duty of the storyteller is to tell a story. Or was it the only duty of the storyteller is to tell a story? Yeah, that's what it might have been. The only duty of the storyteller is to tell a story. I can't remember. But anyway, that's what I do. I tell stories. No axe to grind. No anything to grind. No social anything whatsoever. And that's why I can't see, if that's why you brought me in here, I can't see what the reason would be. If something political came in by accident, or if something of mine that seemed political came in. And if that's the case, show me where it is. Show me where the bastard is. And burn it. You know? You know what I mean? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mara Mars Bunny, and my monologue is from Maddie's Soul by Jose Rivera. No? Then what is it? Are you real or not? Because if you're real, and if God is real, and the Gospels are real, this would be the perfect time to tell me. Because I once looked for angels. I did. In every shadow of my childhood. But I never found any. I thought I'd find you hiding inside the notes I sang to myself as a kid. The songs that put me to sleep and kept me from killing myself with fear. But I didn't see you then. Come on! Somebody up there has to tell me why I live the way I do! What's going on here anyway? Why is there a war on children in this city? Why are apples extinct? Why are they planning on dropping human insecticide on overpopulated areas of the Bronx? Why does common rainwater turn your skin bright red? Why did the plague kill half my friends? And what happened to the moon? Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Chris Marwa, and my monologue is from the Glass Menagerie. What do you think I'm at? Aren't I supposed to have any patience to reach the end of, Mother? What, you think I'm crazy about the warehouse? You think I'm in love with continental shoemakers? You think I want to spend 55 years down there in that Celotex interior? With fluorescent tubes? Look, I'd rather somebody picked up a crowbar and battered out my brains than go back mornings. But I go. For $65 a month, I give up all that I dream of doing and being ever. And you say self. Self is all that I ever think of? Why, listen, if self is what I thought of, Mother, I'd be where he is right now. Gone. I'm going to the movies. I'm going to opium dens. Yes, opium dens, Mother. I've joined the Hogan gang. I'm a hired assassin. I carry a Tommy gun in a violin case. I run a string of cat houses in the valley. They call me Killer. Killer Wingfield. I'm leading a double life. A simple, honest warehouse worker by day. And by night, a dynamic czar of the underworld, Mother. I go to gambling casinos. I spin away fortunes at the roulette table. I wear a patch over one eye and a false mustache. Sometimes I put on green whiskers. On those occasions, they call me El Diablo. Oh, I could tell you many things to make you sleepless. My enemies plan on dynamiting this place. They're gonna blow us all sky high some night. I'll be glad. Very happy. And so will you. You'll go up on a broomstick over a blue mountain with 17 gentlemen callers, you ugly, babbling old witch! Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emily Presley, and I will be doing a monologue from Once Upon a Bride, There Was a Forest. What happens when you lose your voice? Instead of talking, you choke up. like you're going to cry all the time just to relieve the pressure of all of the things that you cannot say. And you can't even remember why it is you cannot say them. You tell yourself that they were stupid anyways, probably would have revealed you as the fool you are, unfit for human conversation, unfit for human understanding, unfit for human anything. So better to be silent, better to stick your head in the oven. Or in a bowl of water. Breathe in water instead of air, or in a pillow. Fill yourself with something different. Gas, water, feathers, anything to fill this awful empty. Anything. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Isabella Brooks, and my monologue is from Brighton Beach Memoirs. I can't believe this. You mean it's all right for you to leave us, but it wasn't all right for me to leave you? So I have to give up the one chance I may never get again. Is that it? Is that it? I'm the one who has to pay for what you couldn't do with your own life. I'm not judging you. I can't even talk to you. I don't exist to you. I have tried so hard to get close to you, but there was never any room. Whatever you had to give went to Daddy. And when he died, whatever was left, you gave to Lori. And I have been jealous my whole life of Lori because she was lucky enough to be born sick. I could never turn a light on in my room at night or read in bed because Lori always needed her precious sleep. I could never have a friend over on the weekends because Lori was always resting. I used to pray I'd get some terrible disease or get hit by a car so I'd have a leg all twisted and crippled. And then once, maybe just once, I get to crawl into bed next to you on a cold, rainy night and talk to you and hold you until I fell asleep in your arms. Just once. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Yoni Marion, and my monologue is from Office Hours. You twit! You inarticulate BMW driving, tofu eating twit! Oh, no, that might be too confrontational. Okay, let's try this. You know something, Miss Gerard, or Mrs. Gerard? Pam! Can I call you Pam? 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 No, damn, the more I say it, the more it sounds like spam. Spamela. No. Pamela, I'm given to understand that you don't like my work. Nah, no, that's too civil. You'd be a little bit more intimidating and give it that De Niro inflection. You don't like my work? Are you serious? Well, you can't be serious. My work? Are you telling me that you got a problem with my work? No. Screw the jokes. Get right to the point. Pam, I get the feeling that you don't like my work. Yeah, well, right now, honey, I don't like my work either. And I'll tell you why. I'm a news reporter, Pam. Yeah, I've been working my way up for 23 years. Yeah, that's right. Some of us work our way up. We don't marry the station manager and go from television bingo hostess to news producer like that. What bothers me is that I was once the top reporter in this city. I did stories with integrity, stories I was proud of, and now, 2 weeks ago, I covered a wake for a racehorse. What the hell is that? So the horse died. Who gives a shit? It's not Black Beauty, for God's sake. I need the hard-hitting stories. And I'm not talking about doing Death of a Salesman every night. Just something newsworthy. So that's it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. And if you want to fire me, you can go right the hell ahead, because quite frankly, lady, I don't give a tinker's toot. Do you understand what I'm saying, you scrotum-cracking Alanis Morissette-loving, preening little tarts? Warren Kimball waits for no one. Yo. Hi, Pam. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Lauren May, and my monologue is from Ella Mosseri. But that means that sometimes you love me. No, sometimes you do. And if I work on it hard enough, I can get you to love me more of the time, or even most of the time. You know, they all think that they saved me. Not just from Grandma, but from you too. And you know, I looked around the new room where I was supposed to be staying, and it was really nice, and it was blank. Kind of like the way things before you put any time into it. You know, I thought I could live a whole new life here. I could be a whole new me, and I could be Barbara if I wanted to. Not Echo. And I could do it. And I could live without the one thing I wanted, but then I just kept hearing your voice. The voice on the other end of the phone that was hiding behind spelling words or making excuses, and that was so energetic sometimes. So wishing, and I don't even remember what you said, I just remember the sound of it. And it was the sound that said, I love you. And I failed you. I hate that sound. And I'll never settle for it because nobody ever failed me. Not Grandma and not you. And I am a prize among women. But above everything else, I am your daughter. That is what I choose to be. That is someone who loves you, and that is someone who will make you love me nearly all the time. So I'm staying. I am going to prepare you for me. I'm going to cultivate you, and I'm going to tend to you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Devin Weaver, and my monologue is from Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. I left no ring with her! What means this lady? Fortune forbid, my outsides have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much that sure, methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She lost me! Sure, the cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger, none of my lord's ring. Why, he sent her none. I am the man, if it be so, as 'tis. Poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms? Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, for such as we are made of, such we be. How will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now, alas the day, what thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? O time, thou must untangle this, not I. 'Tis too hard a knot for me to untie. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Arjun Sriram. I will be performing the monologue Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare. I play the role of Mark Antony. Friends! Friends, Romans! Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears! I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones, so let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it was so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously had Caesar answered it. Here, under the leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all. All honorable men come I to speak at Caesar's funeral. Caesar was my friend, faithful and just to me. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home from Rome, whose ransoms hath done the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor hath cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sternest stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Sienna Stark, and my monologue is from Julius Caesar. Is Brutus sick? And is it physical to walk unbraced and suck up the humors of the dank morning? What? Is Brutus sick? And will he steal out of his wholesome bed to dare the vile contagion of the night, and tempt the roomy and unpurged air to add unto his sickness? No, my Brutus, you have some sick offense within your mind, which by the right and virtue of my place I ought to know of. And upon my knees, I charm you by my once commended beauty, by all your vows of love, and that great vow which did incorporate and make us one, that you unfold to me, yourself, your half. Why, you are heavy! And what men tonight have had resort to you? For here have been some 6 or 7 who did hide their faces, even from darkness. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Grace Breela Wilcox, and my monologue is from Measure for Measure. To whom should I complain? Did I tell this, who would believe me? Oh, perilous mouths that bear in them one and the same self-tongue either of condemnation or proof, bidding the law make courtesy to their will, hooking both right and wrong to the appetite to follow as it draws. All to my brother. Though he hath fallen by prompture of the blood, yet hath he in him such a mind of honor, that had he 20 heads to tender down on 20 bloody blocks, he'd yield them up before his sister should her body stoop to such abhorred pollution. Then Isabel live chaste, and brother die. For more than our brother is our chastity. I'll tell him yet of Angelo's request, and fit his mind to death for his soul's rest. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Maggie Mulland, and my monologue is from Julius Caesar. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often tarred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar were ambitious. If it were so, 'twere a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, so are they all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me, but Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? Wherein the poor had cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? And yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? Judgment, thou art fledged to brutish beast, and men have lost their reason! Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Noah Granados, and my monologue is from Henry V. What's he that wishes so? My cousin Westmoreland. No, my fair cousin. If we are marked to die, we are now to do our country loss. And if to live, the fewer men the greater share of honor. By Jove, I am not covetous of gold. Such outward things dwell not in my desires, but if it be a sin to covet honor, I am the most defending soul alive. God's peace, I will not lose so great an honor, as one man more methinks would share it from me, for the best hopes I have. Oh, wish not one man more. Rather proclaim it, Westmoreland, through my host, that he which hath no stomach for this fight, let him depart. We would not die in that man's company that fears his fellowship to die with us. Today is called the Feast of Crispian. He that shall live this day and see old age will yearly on the vigil feast his neighbors and say, tomorrow is Saint Crispian. Then he shall strip his sleeve and show his scars and say, these wounds I had on Crispin's day. Old men forget, yet all shall be forgot. But he'll remember, with advantages, what feats he did that day. And Crispian shall ne'er go by. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother. be he ne'er so vile, that fought with us upon St. Crispin's Day! Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is James Slaybaugh, and my monologue is from Richard II. Oh, for God's sake, let us sit upon the ground and tell sad stories about the death of kings. How some have been deposed, some slain in war, some haunted by the ghost they had deposed, some poisoned by their wives, some sleeping killed, all murdered. For within the hollow crown that rounds the mortal temples of a king, he keeps death his court. And there the antic sits, scoffing at his state, grinning at his pomp, allowing him a breath, a little scene, to monarch eyes, be feared and kill with looks, infusing him with self and vain conceit, as if this flesh which walls about our life were brass impregnable. And humored thus, comes at last with a little pin, burrows through his castle wall, and farewell, king. Cover your heads. Mock not flesh and blood with solemn reverence. Throw away all respect, form, tradition, ceremonious duty, for you have but mistook me. All this while, I live with bread like you. I feel want, I taste grief, I need friends. Subjected thus, how can you say to me, I am a king? Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is West Mulholland, and my monologue is from Romeo and Juliet. Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shade no larger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little atomi over men's noses as they lie asleep, and her chariot is an empty hazelnut made by the Jordan squirrel. Old girl. And in this state, she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love, or courtiers' knees who dream on curtsies straight, or lawyers' fingers who straight dream on fees, or ladies' lips who straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry Mab blisters with plagues, because their breaths with sweet meats tainted are. Sometimes she driveth o'er a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of breeches and ambuscados, Spanish blades of heaths 5 fathoms deep. Anon, drums in his ear, at which he starts and wakes. Thus, being frightened, swears a prayer or two, and sleeps again. This is that very Mab who plats the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the elf locks in foul sluttish hairs, which once untangled much misfortune embodes. This is the hag, when maidens lie on their backs, that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she! Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Ethan Gray, and my monologue is from The Merchant of Venice. To bait fish withal, if it will feed, nothing else it will feed my revenge. He hath disgraced me, and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled my friends, hated mine enemies, and what is his reason? I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, senses, dimensions, affections, and passions? Fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means as a Christian is? If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you in the rest, we will resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge. And if a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be by Christian example? Why revenge? The villainy that you teach me, I will execute. And it shall go hard. But I will better the instruction. Thank you very much.